Okay, so hello everyone, this is me Abhijoshi and welcome to the second lecture series of the dark web. So as we have earlier discussed about key terms of the dark web, how dark web works, which are the stages of dark web. So today I'm going to walk you through the dark web, how to access dark web, how to use onion sites and how the onion routing works over all the internet, how your speed is capped to a particular bandwidth in the dark web. You might be thinking that why hackers and cybersecurity specialists took so much time to access dark web and to exchange information all over the internet. So today I'm going to take you to a walkthrough of how to access dark web, how to access deep web, how to access Mariana web, how to get into the onion sites, how the Tor circuits work, how the Tor circuits encrypt your identity using the encoding, and how the decryption works, and all. So first, UI, you can see I have opened my browser. So currently I'm downloaded Tor project. Tor project is an open source software which are basically used to access the onion sites over all the internet. As I've already told you about that the dark web of on the onion routing, which was basically started by the US Navy for connecting with the agents, or you can say to share sensitive data all over the internet. So as you can see, this is the Tor project website. So currently I'm just moving into the website. So this is the home page of Tor project. You can see here it's already written browse politely and explore freely. So by clicking here you can download Tor for your OS. So currently I'm on my Macintosh OS, so I'm just downloading it for my Mac OS. So by automatically start, I have already downloaded the Tor into my system, into my local machine. So I just installed it using putting it on my application folder. It's already installed in the system, so I'm not going to install it, reinstalling it. You can simply install it into my Windows device too. So let's start and explore how the firstly I will let you and walk you through the deep web. So by just opening the Tor browser, you can see automatically establishing a Tor connection. What Tor connection simply means that it's simply connecting to you to a onion router. Onion router simply means your IP is to a different ID multiple times so that you are accessing over all the internet. And in the previous I told you what anonymity mean. So as you can see here in the home page, there is this logo, and you have already seen that search with DuckDuckGo. In the earlier lecture, I have already told you what DuckDuckGo is. DuckDuckGo is a simply anonymous search. Google, like Yahoo, as a person in the surface web. But in the DuckDuckGo, you are searching everything without revealing your identity, no activity stats, no data encryption, no data storing, no recommendations, etc. etc. So let's dive into the dark web and begin our exploration. So as you can see, I've just started searching on the internet. As you can see, it's taking so much time to load the page. Even though I'm using a 5G connection, I'm having a speed of around 128 to 500 mbps, but still it's taking so much time to access me that site. And you know why? Because you are using a Tor network. Tor network basically caps your from around 1 to 50 mbps. It means that no matter how strong or how fast your internet you're using, you need to be a patient guy if you need to access deep web and dark web. So firstly I'm going to be telling you what is the Tor. So if I click logo of the Tor circuit in the Tor browser, if you click here, you can see how my IP is being encoded and encrypted and then decrypted, and it's just redirecting me to the DuckDuckGo official web page. You can see here that this is my original IP, which is accessed by my system. I have disabled it because due to privacy concerns. You can see that after that my IP is being encrypted into this IP, which is 194.147.140.103. After encrypted and decrypted to the Finland's IP, which is basically 65.108. And that's the MAC address of my local machine, which is basically not my local machine to be honest. So after my IP is re-encrypted IP, as you can see the MAC address has already been changed, and after that the search has been initialized and I have been redirected to the DuckDuckGo page. So basically, if you use a Tor network, you are internet to keep you something in mind, I want to tell you that many people say that you are 100% anonymous if you're using Tor circuit and you're accessing the internet. But what I want to tell you is that you are secure, but 98%. The rest. So to make sure that you are using a virtual private network, or you can say a, or you can say use a proxy, or you can use a paid VPN, to be honest. Basically, server based VPN, which is a paid VPN to access internet to my local machine, and after that I'm using a TOS. I'm completely anonymous while I'm accessing this web page. So let me get you up to the web pages we talked about in the last few lectures. So the first we were talking about is Hidden Wiki. So first of all, you need to be very much, you can say, safe. You have to be if you're surfing the dark web, because there are many hackers who just create fake pages of many pages, and you might think that they are the original pages, but you may click somewhere else and they might indirect to your device and will ask you some money to repair your device as well. So as you can see here, I search for hidden wiki into my DuckDuckGo page. So you can see there are multiple which are showing as hidden wiki, that you can see here. It's the hiddenwiki.org. There is this hidden wiki, 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 this hidden wiki, this hidden wiki. So you know what, there is only one original. Others, they might they might be people all over the internet, and they're just trying to link, and they might do some phishing into my device or network. But you know, they're hackers, so even though you do anything, you're not secure. Okay, so as you can see here, you might be thinking, like in the Google, you think that the first web page which comes into or pops up into the search is the original page, but in dark web this doesn't happen. You know what, the original page of the hidden wiki is not this one, is not this one, but it's this one, which ends with an extension .wiki, you know. And now you might be thinking that if it's not the original page, how it is on the top. So that is what we call hackers. They might have known the algorithm of into the DuckDuckGo, put their web page up in the history. So this is the original page. Here you can see you are in the deep web right now, because the extension is ending at .wiki. But as I have told you, dark web is having websites which ends with an extension .onion. As you can see, I cannot easily access dark web websites uh, without using the onion router. So you can see the original hidden wiki page, which is an onion page, is this one. By clicking on this, it might to the original hidden wiki page, which is basically having all the addresses of other sites. As you can see, the web page, as I've told you in the earlier lecture series, that the names of the web pages are not simply defined by their own name. They are basically mixed, and they are basically alphanumeric. So this is the hidden wiki official page. You can see it's basically looks like the normal Wikipedia page, but it's having some info which you might not get into the Wikipedia. So you can see in this page I'm having this Tor network, in this page I'm having this Tor network. Like in every identity is encrypted. Like even though if I don't feel, if I feel some privacy concern, or I feel that there is some loophole in this Tor circuit, I might click here and change my Tor circuit. So it might change my Tor circuit and get me back to the page. So this is okay. So let me get you up to some common used websites. So as you can see, that there is an article called how to exit the matrix. You know that in today's world there is a sense of escaping the matrix being popular all about by the youngsters, by the normal people all over the internet, that how we can escape the matrix. So this is the article, or you can say article index, which is having all the forums, which is providing you basically a kind of guidance how you can escape the matrix. There are PGP signatures, which is basically how to guide in the system. You can also access it from here. And there is a in praise of Havala, which normal value transfer system into the internet. Okay, so moving forward, there are search engines that I've talked about DuckDuckGo, which is and used by hackers though too. But there is also a search engine which is generally used by most of the hackers, and that is Amia. So I know you might not be having any clue about these things, but you can see that if I'm clicking on this link, it is redirecting me to an onion link. As you can see, the Tor circuit may be always different for every site you are accessing. So this is Amia. It is a hidden, you can say, search engine for accessing websites in the dark web. Like for example, I want fake city of the US. I would, and it might show me all the dark web services which provide me fake citizenship of basically US, India, Pakistan, Dubai, and various other countries. You can say citizen sales black market for USA, citizen sales black market for getting visas, passports, driving license, diplomas, citizenship. So I might walk you through some websites. So Amia is a web page which Amia basically redirects to the page which you are requesting. So you can see the Tor circuit is basically different for this one too, because it's basically want you to feel any kind of vulnerability into your system. As you can see, the first web page, which is this onion page, has been blocked by the dark web because you know they all are illegal activities which are happening all over the internet. So this is the citizenship shales which is happening all over the internet. You can see that in $199 I'm getting fake identity cards of US, and I can basically buy them from say it's a dark black market for getting any kind of visa cards and citizenship of a country, getting identity of a country, getting passport of a country, getting driving license of a country, etc., etc. So I might show you some more page. It's right, and let me get you up to some other websites as well. So as you I have already told you that all the transactions which are happening all over the internet are basically done in a kind of cryptocurrency over all the internet, because if you're using a card credentials, or you're using internet banking, or any kind of original credentials for it, if it is not using blockchain technology, then there is a 99% chance that you are vulnerabling your anonymity, or you are sharing, or you are compromising your financial details at a risk. So this is the other website which is basically providing you fake Swedish identity. As you can see, the pricing varies from $500 to $3,000, and you can read all the information which they are providing you. So you can even see that they are providing fake US passports, British passports, Portuguese passports, Canadian passports, and the prices are varying as all. As you can see, Portuguese passport is around $600 to $2,500, depends what kind of charges they also provide you Australian driving license, IELTS certificate for moving outside, getting a drive, and buying fake Greece drivers license online. There are many services which are happening all over the internet. So what I want to show you here is that there are all these things happening all over the internet. But what I want to tell you is that never buy such things, or never even such things over all the internet, because they are all, you know, it's illegal. So you can see here that there are two options available for Swedish passport. One is fake. You can access fake. You can also make a fake passport which is cost around $500, which is basically not present in the database of the Swedish community, or you can say Swedish Alliance. And there is a registered passport 2 option which basically costs you $3,000. So if you're like an Indian like me, $3,000 in INR, we can see how much is cost to get a citizenship of Sweden, or getting a Swedish passport. So in $3,000 in INR is around 2,47,860 rupees. Like in 2.5 lakhs, you can get a, you know how crazy is that? So that is what dark web is. Okay, so here you can get wallets, as we are using wallets like Google Pay, Paytm, and Phone Pay in the surface web. There are Bitcoin wallets, or you can say cryptocurrency wallets, Morano wallets over all the internet. So you can basically create them directly from hidden wallet. Okay, so these are the websites which basically provides you hidden wallet. Okay. So this is basically the Tor official cryptocurrency wallet, or you can say the Tor bit. You can basically create your account or you can access them directly from it. You can register it. They it doesn't ask you for anything like verification, because you know that anonymity mean a lot. Okay, so there is one thing called Onion Wallet. I might get you to the Onion Wallet. Okay, I'm gonna be searching it on the Amia. Where's Amia? It is here. I might show you one wallet of mine, Onion Wallet. Basically, the websites keep on changing, so you need to be very you need to be very much aware of which website you were using at that time and in what website you are putting your credentials. I know this is not the original website I have registered. You can see there are Bitcoin transactions which have happened. You can see this is the cryptocurrency addresses. I can pay them using Bitcoin directly. Okay, because Bitcoin doesn't need any kind of identity to do some transactions. Okay, so this is the deep way. It is like in our on deep surface web servers we using Bill Gate, or you can say for getting our payments done. So in here we basically do our payments through the DeepPay servers, or there are many Bitcoin service providers. There are DeepPay and many others. You can basically do all 9 transactions on it. You can do these, put your nickname, put your email address, and put it, send the money. Okay, so let me get you up to some other websites as well. So there are many websites, like this is the gun market which is happening in the dark web. Okay, so this is a card store. I might get you up to all very websites. I might get you Apples for Bitcoin, which basically provides you fake Apple products at very cheap price, but it's a dark web, you know. So I might show you to a very crucial website which is Rent a Hacker. Hacker simply means in the dark web you are renting a hacker to do a particular thing for you. Like, let me get you up to a Rent a Hacker. Okay, so this is a hacker which basically provides you services in exchange of money. Okay, he can do anything. Like you can see, it's for a simple job like email and Facebook hacking, installing trojans into the system, small DDoS attacks. It is costing you 250 euros, or you can say 0.0103 to Bitcoin. You need to pay in Bitcoin only. Medium jobs are basically ruining people's life, and website hacking, DDoS, big attacks. Okay, so big jobs are basically like DDoS for some protected sites, doing DDoS attack, SQL injections for them. Okay, and there is a upgrade which basically cost you 200 euros, which to the hacker, and just like in urgent case, if you want to do, or you want to hack any kind of hacking, or you want to ruin someone, or you need to do something over all the internet, you make to hack someone's account, you can directly buy this from here. But it's a dark web, you know. Never try to rent a hacker or do something illegal over the internet, because there is a website Rent a Hacker may be created by some government officials to check whether clients are using how to ruin someone's life, and they might get arrest you if you invest or do some any kind of transaction in it. So this is a card shop. It basically provides you any credit card which you might be needing of any international country. You will get CC number, expiry, CVV, first name, last name, address, city, state, zip code, email, basically all the things which you need. And it might basically provide you with a balance also, like from 1000 to 5000 US dollars, from 5000 to 20,000 US dollars. So this is something which is happening all over the dark web. This is Apples for Bitcoin. It basically provides you Apple iPhones at a very cheap rate. Okay, so you can also buy MacBook Pro from here, which is basically cost you around 20% of the original rates which are available on the internet. So this is the carded store, which basically provides you app in a case like they are providing you app $50 to $740. Like if you go and check out the original prices of them, you might be shocked that how they're selling these products at this cheap rate, because it's dark web. Okay, so there is a strong chance that they might have stored any kind of Trojan or malware or ransomware into a system. Okay, so moving forward, there are VPN websites that are CryptoStorm. There are fake ID generator. Fake ID generator basically present on the show you, and it's basically fake name generator.com in the surface web. It like I want a mail identity of Thai, and name set must be Thai and the country must be Portugal. So this is the fake identity which I've created. It basically provides you address, height, blood group, address, and geo coordinates, mother maiden name, etc, etc. You might also get the details, or you can get photograph if you just log into it. Okay, so this is what I've talked about. Moving forward, this is the local Monero. Local Monero is kind of a cryptocurrency which is just, it's just trending and hyping more like Bitcoin into the dark web purchasing algorithms. Like local Monero is basically used more rather than Bitcoin now on the internet. So you can see that there are attacks going on too on the local Monero servers, though they have just installed a human verification captcha into to access the Monero wallet. So let me get you up to Monero wallet as well. PGEW, submitting it might redirect me to the official. So there is a captcha error, 3DHSSAH. Okay, so this is the Monero wallet. You can see that you can basically buy or want to or can sell Monero. Like you don't need to do any kind of sign up or need to provide any kind of identity of yours. Just create your account by just name, and you can see that name and password and email is basically optional. Okay, because you don't need any kind of email address to trade in Monero. Okay, so there are essay blogs and there are various kind of forums which provides you some information which cannot be published on the surface web, because if published on the surface web they might be create some political issues or may entire network, or you can say the entire environment of a country or or a particular area. So there are many encrypted mail the dark web, but I recommend you not to use any kind of mail address on the internet. One such you can basically use Proton Mail too if you want to. Proton Mail, you can, it is an encrypted email service which basically have end-to-end encryption, and even Proton Mail servers are not having any info of you here. Or you can choose a temp mail. Tempmail.org is basically the best disposable email provider all over the internet. It basically provides you a temporary email address for a specific amount of time, where you can do like receive emails, you can do any kind of verification if you want to, and you can do anything. Okay, they also provide you temporary numbers also, but I think they might need some subscription all. So yeah, so there is Black Hat Chat, which is a platform where you can anonymously chat with anyone in the dark web. So these are the things which you can access to, but I recommend you not to access any kind of illegal sites. So this is a stock insider for you, which basically provides you insider trading information about some stocks. So there is a chance that they might provide you basically a high possibility that they might provide you wrong information too. So they basically provides you insider information that how the prices of the stocks might be getting high at 5 minutes later, so you might invest now so that you can earn high amount of money into the internet. Okay, so there are many websites like I've talked about overall the internet. There are many services. Okay, so there are onion, so as you know that we uses GoDaddy or 000 web host for hosting our websites in the surface web. So there are many hosting websites too, which basically provides you .onion extension to host your websites on the dark web. So there is Kazushi's Little Onion server, Sports Tag, Daniel's hosting, Cake hosting service, which is basically most popular hosting service to host your websites. Okay, so you can just file uploaders to basically share your websites. They are encrypted internet, which is not easily available on the surface web. You can download hacked collections or hack sensitive data from the website. As you know, there were data breaches of Amazon and Domino's. They all are available on the dark web. Okay, there is a strong chance if you try to access them that the police might trace you. Okay, so never ever try to access such websites. There are many websites you can explore basically through the hidden wiki, and there are many websites which are not present in the hidden wiki too. They are present at an entire network, which I must not tell about you because it's basically full of all the illegal websites. If you click on any of them, that there is a strong chance that it may come upon illegal means, and you might get into and not get you back into a trouble. So I'm not gonna be talking about it or telling about them. So this is all for today's video. This is a complete walkthrough of how you can access the websites in the dark web. So yeah, you can explore the dark web, but don't do anything or use any service on the dark web. I recommend you not to do or not to open any illegal sites like any child pornography sites, because there is a strong chance, because these things like red rooms, torture rooms, and these pornography sites, they are basically a very illegal at a very high. Never try to access them. So this is all for today's video. I will see you in the next part. So yeah, thank you.